It's time for the shop report with
Barbershop J.
What to do, sports fans? Once again, it's your man BSJ from the Shop Report. Guess what time it is? That's right. It's time for today's recommended reading. Our selection, Beyond the Stage. Let me get my fingers out the way here so y'all can see that. By Delonte Hawkins. Now, some of you all may know him as D Hawk. Most of you know him as Uncle Freddie. That's right, my man, Uncle Freddie. Before I read to you about his book, somewhat of an autobiography or semi-biography, because as you can see, it's not that big. A few pages here, as you can see. It is a great read, by the way. Let me just say, Uncle Freddie, as you all know him, Delonte, as I know him, used to be a frequent patron at Today's Cut and Style, the barbershop that I still go to, that he and I used to go to since maybe I'm going to say like the mid-90s. Well, where this comedy thing came in, when I first met him, he wasn't doing comedy. Where it came in, I have no idea. But after a few years of seeing him on a regular basis at the shop, all of a sudden, I didn't see him as much until one day I started seeing Uncle Freddie. And I said, wow, that's my man Delonte. And then out comes his book, this book, Beyond the Stage. And let me read to you a little synopsis, I guess, of what the book entails. D Hawk is a Cleveland, Ohio native who is known for his comedy and passion for community service. This book explores his experiences as a comedian, social media influencer, and community activist, discussing the importance of having balance in an ever-changing world. And some of the people who commented on his book, Graham Robinson III said, he is absolutely hilarious. When I'm depressed, I look for an Uncle Freddie, video to get my day started with good vibes. Antoine Marcy, community leader, local hero, and extremely funny comedian. This book is excellent. Jennifer Campbell says, I couldn't put the book down. It was funny and uplifting at the same time. Dan Kozrowski, if I'm pronouncing that right, said, I appreciated the way he discussed mental health awareness. What a great book. And let me stay on that right quick, the mental health aspect. When you're in the comedy business, and I did actually once upon a time, you all might not believe this, but I did try my hand at it. I went down to the Improv, open mic night. I made the first round too, actually. But I couldn't imagine what those people go through to maintain their sanity, to bring you all enjoyment and laughter and material that they use over and over and over again, and even having to come up with new material to keep you all in stitches, so to speak. But in this book, he discusses mental health, which, although there has been more of a light shown on mental health, but in particular, as it pertains to African-American men and men in general, to be honest with you, there's this thing where people will discuss our anger at a moment's notice, but disregard our pain. And in this book, once again, let me show it to you, Beyond the Stage, Mr. Freddie, or Uncle Freddie, discusses this in detail. This is why, in particular, yes, he has some of his comedic episodes and, discussions or things that he talked about, I should say, when it comes to his comedy routines and whatnot. But the part about mental health really, really stood out to me, and what he expressed and how he has to deal with, or what he has to deal with on a day-to-day basis to not only maintain his sanity, but to maintain what's necessary, I guess, to keep you all laughing. So again, you all should, when you get a chance, go and pick up this book, Beyond the Stage, by Mr. Delonte Hawkins, a.k.a. D Hawk, a.k.a., or should I say B.K.A., Uncle Freddie. And I guarantee you will enjoy the read. Again, a local guy here from Cleveland, Ohio, a guy I know very, very, very well. Upstanding young man, community, they couldn't say enough about him in the community. The guy's always reaching out, giving out a helping hand. He'll give you the shoes off his feet and the shirt off his back in a heartbeat. I mean, y'all done seen some of the man's videos. I mean, my gosh, especially one about Cleveland when he would come out the house and it was a nice day outside. And then all of a sudden he get halfway down the block to take a jog or whatnot and it starts snowing. Yes, that's Cleveland. I mean, I'm surprised we here in June and I'm surprised it's not snowing because a couple of years ago we had snow in May. I'm just saying. So again, when you all get a chance, man, go pick up the book Beyond the Stage. I think you all are very, 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 very much enjoy what he has to say about mental health in particular. He shares a very, very bright light and points out a few things that you might not hear every day when mental health is being discussed. And yeah, it's just a great read, man. It really is a great read. And especially, like I said, he's a hometown guy. And for a hometown guy to not only write a book, I applaud that most definitely. But the things he says in the book, they just stood out to me. They just jumped off the page. And I'm telling you, this book to me, I mean, I am a little biased or whatnot, but I'm surprised it's not a New York Times bestseller because of the content and the things that he said in the book. So again, when you all get a chance, go check out my man D Hawk, a.k.a. Uncle Freddie, and grab that book, Beyond the Stage. It's BSJ from the Shop Report. And remember, don't forget to check out the podcast at 9 on the yard, baby, on the PM side. Did I say that right? That's right. On Sundays. We back on Sundays. Don't y'all forget. Again, when y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Holla.